Hesham here with us. A very warm welcome from the organizing committee to the workshop chairs, Professor Dr. Hesham, and our plenary speaker, Professor Dr. Ruwaida Sadiq, Professor of Network Planning, Network Engineering at Faculty of Computers and Artificial Intelligence, Helwan University, Egypt. Professor Ruwaida has an interesting talk at today's workshop. Thanks, Professor Ruwaida, for being with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, let us start our wonderful workshop. Now the mic will be transferred to the workshop chair, Professor Dr. Hesham Elbadawy.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. I am Hesham Elbadawy. It is a very pleasure to me to join this important conference about the engineering science, and I hope this workshop will be more beneficial for all of you. Today we have a workshop concerning the vehicular technology and the Egypt chapter activities, as well as we will have a talk about the 6G as a future for the new coming technology, and will integrate the overall technology trends, as well as Professor Ruwaida will talk about the IOV, which is the Internet of Vehicles, which will be one of the most important topics in the future, and maybe in the near future for all of us, and the deployment of the intelligent transportation system. First of all, we have to welcome all of you, and please let me talk about our vehicular technology society, and how could you join it, and how could you be in cooperation with this society. And we are the representative for this society in Egypt as a IEEE VT Egyptian chapter. First of all, our agenda, we will talk about what are the fields of the interest for the vehicular technology, in order to have some announcement and elaboration and some explanation about the activities, mission and vision, and also the objective of the VT. Also, what will be the IEEE chapter in Egypt mission, vision, and how could you cooperate with us in order to improve your qualification and research or industrial activity in such important track such as the vehicular technology. Also, we will go to the proposed work groups and how could we deal with the new science in this year. First of all, we have to define what is the VT society, because it has some sort of contradiction with other societies. As you know, the IEEE is a big firm, consists of many activities. All of these activities are coordinated together, and all of these activities may be gathered into some specialization. Each specialization is called the society, and in local, the IEEE is presented by the section. So we have here in the IEEE Egypt section, which most of you are members of, and also each society has its representative in the country, which is called the chapter. Okay. First of all, what about the VT? The VT, as you know, it was a very good society, and it was very intelligent to work on the part of the radio communication. As you know, in the World War II, there were a very big problem in the communication between the armed forces. So in 1940, they changed the intercommunication between the battlefield units and the troops into wireless communication facility, so that the VT comes alive. So the VT are interested on mobile radio, including all terrestrial mobile communication facility, motor vehicles, which is representing the interconnection by means of components of system of the motive and the transportation system. Finally, the land transportation, including all the facility and automated and non-automated or aided automated systems, looks like your electric vehicles or advanced vehicle cars. First of all, why it is called VT, and they make some confusion to most of the participants. As you know, World War II, the Institute of Radio Engineers, which was the first or the older name for the IEEE, was seeing some sort of radio and radar, military radar and TV and any radio communication facility. So in 1949, it produces some we call Professional Group on Vehicular Communication, BGVC, and this was in Michigan State Police. Then we have some we called up till now to the military application, LMR, Land Mobile Radio Services. On the other hand, Chrysler Corporation, as one of the biggest car manufacturer or vehicle manufacturer, installed some sort of radio installed on the vehicle. So the term vehicular comes from this, and we are not working on the vehicles as a motors or as internal combustion engine. We are working on the vehicle communication, looks like the facility that is moving and communicate with each other. So the name comes from this point and becomes a vehicular only oriented for mobile communication and vehicle-to-vehicle communication. So in 1963, IRE and AIAE becomes the IEEE, and so the BGVC became the Vehicular Technology Society. And this was a very, very old, one of the very oldest societies in the IEEE, starting by the mobile radio communication and extended now up to the what we call the mobile and the advanced wireless communication facility. The VT vision and mission, as you see, the VT mission. Please, could we close the mic? Okay. The VT mission is concerning to the association and the collection of the VT professionals, and we are working on the new technologies such as 6G, as we will talk, and IOV, as we will talk. All of these will be gathered into one visionary point of view. Also, the mission is to encourage and exchange the technical and the professional information about the topics that we are concerning. Looks like mobile radio communication, terrestrial communication, intelligent transportation system, Internet of Vehicles. All of these systems have to be working together in such facility. Looks like conference, seminars, publication, awards of recognition, and also we can make some sort of participation of the development of standards, and this is one of the main our main objectives. So the VTS has 4 main objectives nowadays: deployment of 5G, 6G, because 5G, 6G will integrate the overall technologies that are working now and working in the future for the mobile communication and satellite communication and aerial communication, as we will see. Also, the electric connected vehicles, because you know the autonomous driving cars needs to communicate with each other, and we have to make some sort of the realization of what we call autopilot system. On the other hand, smart land transportation. Smart land transportation is some sort of enhancement the traffic management system and the field of traffic control for the, looks like here in Egypt in the Ministry of Interior, order to optimize the inter-arrival time between vehicles, the achievable and utilization time for the traffic bridges, traffic connections, and avoiding traffic jams by means of illustrating and insertion of the some sort of intelligent management system for the traffic transportation system. Also, we have one concern in the urban air mobility, which is called the automotive vehicles, that with unmanned vehicles, looks like drones or something, and this has very good technique. Maybe in the case of pandemic COVID-19 pandemic, as was done in China, by distributing the medicine and taking the medical report from different patients and collecting them without touching anybody of the Egyptian, the White Army, or what we call the medical staff. On the other hand, if we are going to the IEEE, you know, IEEE is divided into main 6 regions. We are working on the 6 and the 8, the region number 8. Region number 8, as you see, is consisting of Europe, Russia, and Arabian countries, African countries. So we are belonging to this region. So we are working in this. So we have a very huge competition, and we have so many competitors in Europe. So we have to get the right of the technology, maybe in the Arabian and African country, especially as we see, this is the IEEE Egypt section page. We have here in the organizational unit, we have VTC. VTC will give you direct to the IEEE Egypt Vehicular Technology chapter, and this give you some information about our activity. And this is the URL IEEE.org.eg/VTC. And now under construction, we have also another URL based on the IEEE.org direct, but this is still under construction. The IEEE Egyptian Vehicular Technology chapter formed on October 2022. The main objective, and this is research and technology projects and activities, so we can cooperate in the research projects, we can cooperate in the training, we can cooperate in the field of graduation projects. Also, we can make some sort of workshops as we do today, or conferences, and we will meet you maybe inshallah in the near future in the radio science conference. We will have a technical and more detailed papers on the National Radio Science Conference, maybe in the end of May, next May. Also, we can invite distinguished lecturer from the IEEE in order to give some orientational session or technology-based session to the chapter member or the Egyptian members. Okay. The main purpose of this chapter is to cooperate with other chapters, such as communication, software, computer, and devices, because we are working on a system-based. Also facilitate the connectivity and the collaboration between the VTS members themselves inside Egypt region, or maybe extended to the Arabian and African countries. Also, we have to promote the VT objective and the cooperation in order to get some sort of cooperation and elaboration between the VT members. Expected chapter activities, we have to make some sort of report units about the mobile industry as one of the main pillar in the technology and market needs. Also, we are working on the recommendation on overall policy and procedures, review proposals. Also, we can review or participate in research project, or as we said, maybe in the first stage in the graduation. Our main tracks, as we explained before, mobile system, vehicular technology, between vehicles, intelligent transportation, and urban air mobility. We have so many directions, applications for autonomous vehicles, millimetric wave and massive MIMO, blockchain control, energy efficiency control, energy efficiency solution, edge services, looks like mobile edge computing facility, system optimization, and finally we are dreaming to have some sort of test bed in order to test all what we talk about. In order to investigate our status, according to the OU, or operational unit of the IEEE, the Egypt chapter has become more and more elaborated in the last few months. It was only 11 members, and nowadays it is now maybe today up to 50, but this is the final status on the system, because as you know, the IEEE database may be delayed 1 week or one working week in order to activate the accounts. Okay, so we came from 11 members up to 50 members in few months. Also, we have some sort of gender equality because we have about 40% female and 60% male with different grades standing from life senior, life fellow up to graduate student member and student members, as you see in this diagram. Also, we have so many directions. We have communication, networking, broadcasting. Most of us are working this, computer and hardware, software. Also, robotics and control system, transportation and energy system are the major specialization in the chapter members. We are working now on the work group formation. We have work groups, and now we are working on how to collaborate and make some sort of distinguished work groups in order to have some sort of consultancy firms or what we call center of excellence for the expertise for both of graduation project, research projects, intellectual cooperation. Each group will have its milestones, possible cooperation for industry beneficiaries, and expected outcomes. We have some sort in the VTS news on the main page of IEEE. It is said that now we are officially organized, and at this moment it was 43. We are moving from 11 members up to 43, and this will cooperate in the Arabian and the country and the African region. By the way, we are the second Arabian chapter on the all Arabian region. We have Tunisia only, and now Egypt, and also in Africa, Tunisia, South Africa, and now Egypt. No other countries are involved and created such activity. This is a page for the VT6 chapter 08913, which is our coded number. We have here Egypt section chapter. Also, we have, this is our officers, chair and co-chair, and the secretary with secondary secretary and chapter treasurer and chapter representative for the IT. Okay, this is our members. This is our Facebook page, and this is our LinkedIn page, and you can go direct to these pages by the link. I will give them all the details to Dr. Professor Hani and Professor Nouby in order to distribute it to all of you, and you are welcome to join us. Also, this is the main activities of our chapter. How to join how to join the VT local chapter, and how could you be a member in our group. Thank you for your time, and now we can go. If you have any question, please ask me. Otherwise, we can go direct to the 6G presentation, including our future and trends. Do you have any question, please?
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Hesham, for the interesting talk. We have a couple of minutes for questions.
Okay.
Thanks for this presentation. Please, Dr. Hesham, if there is any journals or activities launched in VT section, can we know the status now?
VT Society has its own publication, which is a Vehicular Technology Transaction, Vehicular Technology Open Journal, Vehicular Technology Open Transaction, Vehicular Technology Magazine, and the wireless letters. All of these are belonging to the society. No chapter has the opportunity to produce its own magazine or journal, because the chapter is representing the society in the region or in the country. So we have to work under the umbrella of the VT society itself. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, you are welcome. Okay. Okay. So, Dr. Nouby, can we move to the next stage? And this will be a lot of questions there, I know.
Okay, Professor Hesham, could you proceed, please?
Okay, thank you. Let me change the presentation. Okay, this presentation is going to be readable. Is it clear now? Trends
Yes,
and
clear,
opportunities for
Professor.
6G.
Yes, clear, but we
Okay.
have, if possible, to be full screen.
Okay, now it is full screen or not?